The Guyana Teachers Union plans to submit to the government proposals for the multi-year agreement during the course of the next week. General Secretary of the Union, Coretta MacDonald, says the submission of those proposals was delayed to the no-confidence motion, which was carried in the House in December. He says the GTU wants to await the High Court decision on the impasse to determine their submission date.
However, our proposal is going to be submitted before the end of the month. Regardless of what happens in court, our proposal is going to be submitted, and we're going to have our first meeting with the officials from the Ministry of Education.
The GTU has identified the third-party individuals who will be present during the negotiations between the government and the union. Nightly News understands that those persons were identified as a team which the union had proposed to participate in an arbitration panel in September last year. Those persons were former Minister of Foreign Affairs Rashley Jackson, former Minister of Education Jeffrey Thomas, and Dr. Aubrey Armstrong.
GTU, while we were in the process, while we were having the agreement being signed, or the proposal being signed, of course we were looking at our new proposals, and so we were having lots of discussions behind the scene, lots of added resource in terms of human resources added to our discussions. And so I think this time around our package is going to be a much more rounded one. I can say too that you're not only going to see the faces of GTU officers at the table during our negotiations. We are going to have employ the services of persons who were former teachers too. They're going to be sitting on the panel with the GTU officers.
The General Secretary told Nightly News that currently the union would prefer a 3-year agreement instead of 5 years.
It would give us more time to be able to, if we tie ourselves down to 5 years, let me go it that way first. If we tie ourselves down to 5 years, then there isn't much scope for us to add, delete, modify here and there. And so it would be better for us to have a 3 years package. And during that 3 years, we work towards having whether we're going to have a 5 years. But at this particular time, since we have recognized that oil is going to start blooming, we don't want to tie ourselves down to 5 years, but 3 years will work for us now, and then we can move forward in terms of having other 5 years.
Reporting for HGP Nightly News, I am Yanis Abrams.